Why has an abandoned car been sitting in front of a South Sacramento elementary school for 6 weeks? That's what neighbors want to know. They filed a complaint with the city, but nothing has been done.
New at 5, CBS 13's Marissa Perlman has more on why those neighbors say this is an example of the city showing neglect.
A new violation on the car says it needs to be moved by this weekend or else it will be towed. Neighbors say it's been here collecting dust for weeks and call it blight and a hazard to the kids who walk by it every single day.
Dean Dalbin has called South Sacramento home for almost 30 years.
I was born and raised in Sacramento.
He says he's filed multiple code complaints to the city about this abandoned car. He drives by all the time, but nothing's been done.
I saw this car parked just on the correct side of the no parking sign. And I noticed the bumper was halfway torn off, the windshield broken, and the car was just sitting there.
He says it's just one of many cars that sits dismantled on city streets, broken down and collecting dust.
It's a bad thing. This is parked directly in front of an elementary school that is seen by children Monday through Friday and nothing done.
Sacramento City Code says you can't park on the street in the same location for more than 72 hours. So we asked, how has this car managed to stay here for 6 weeks? The city says the car was moved after the owner was notified, so technically it's in compliance.
We closed the case 5 days after we received it because it moved and it's in compliance.
Code enforcement manager Jose Mendez says the car is registered to this neighborhood and it's in use. The owner moved the car and then moved it back. But he says the city can't just tow every car because sometimes a car is a person's lifeline.
It's a balance because the vehicle has a car seat in it, so obviously it belongs to somebody. It's somebody's car that they probably just don't use regularly. And so it's that balance of ensuring that we're responding to complaints, but we're not taking people's cars that are ultimately used.
City code enforcement says this isn't considered a hazard to the community. The car is missing a front bumper, but it's not enough damage to warrant emergency removal.
All right, really interesting. Thank you for that, Marissa.